It's a nice view, isn't it? I've always found Mercuria beautiful, especially in summer. Of course, those metal tubes are a bit of an eyesore. And that tower... Actually, the tower I quite like.
Why did you want to meet me?
Oh, so impatient. You always were. I've been saving something for a rainy day. Someone, actually. And, well, no rain at the moment, but the forecast for tonight sounds grim.
It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. She knows something about tonight. It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. We've heard the same thing. Something's happening tonight. Possibly an Azadi raid on Old Town.
That's what I've heard too. But I don't know anything else. Yet. That's where you come in. There's an Azadi officer, high-ranking, a captain. He has, an arrangement with a young woman in Old Town. A non-human.
He's fucking a magical.
Eloquent, but yeah, he's fucking a magical. We both know what it would do to his career if anyone found out.
They'd strip him of his rank. He'd be arrested, tortured, most likely sentenced to death.
All for a little blue girl and some exotic sex. Your people are so predictable, Azadi. So easy to... You know, the more things you forbid, you're a nation of the repressed, a powder keg, red...
But how will this information help?
Today is this officer's day with his young lady. Our horny captain never goes alone. The fool brings his uniformed knave to keep watch, which is convenient, like a big arrow pointing to the right door. If you were to confront the captain in a compromising position, there'd be no limit to what...
Why give me this information?
I have no need for money, but I thought you could put this to good use. Find out what's going down.
I thought you didn't care.
I never said that. I never said I did either, but...
Why did you bring me all the way up here to tell me this?
Because I don't trust them or anyone. I've been burned in the past.
But why me?
Because you, Kian, I trust.
I can't... Why did you... Anna.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, what's it called again? The Cock.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the...
Who's there?
I sell herbs. Oh, next time, maybe. Exotic oils, foreign herbs.
What do you want?
I need to speak.
She's not expecting you.
She'll want...
Fine.
Azadi apostate not dead yet? I expect you'd be dead by now. If you live this long, you might even make it to my age, but I don't recommend it. When your bones ache each morning and you can bear... You come to warn, Mole, then?
How did you know?
The Mole always know. Whispers travel on the wind and voices Of course, no one know for sure. The azadi usually stay out of Old Town, afraid to call. Though times do, whether azadi attack happen or not. Beside, it may be time to leave Mercuria altogether. Those infernal, they crackle, they buzz. They are opposite. I don't know what they're for and what'll happen when they're all done building them, but something's coming, Kian, of the rebels. I smell it. I feel it in my whiskers, in my aching bones. Something unnatural, something mean. There's no room in Mercuria for... No. Whether it... or perhaps return home to the birth burrow. Find an old, familiar hole to sleep in. Sleep until until we're all... You may consider this is the last you'll see of me. The last you see of them. You tell your shepherd she's welcome to everything in my possession. All you need to watch your hide. Kian of Clan Alvane. These are... Well? Why are you still here? Go! Go! May the soil be ever soft under your feet, Apostle. The fate of worlds falls on you now.
There's official azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away. Go on now. Martial law permits me to use my...
It's just that you don't look like you're from the ghetto.
What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fireflowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fireflowers in Old Town. Spectacular. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy. I can make you a savoury sandwich.
I've seen fireworks in the past. They're spectacular, and they make... Even if I was hungry, those sandwiches sound dubious. Part of it, I have things to attend to. I've seen fireworks in the past. I have things to attend to. Thanks, but no.
Very well.
Hey! Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did, thanks to you.
Did you kill him?
I did not. He's in our custody.
You should kill him. He's a traitor.
Well, Sometimes even traitors deserve second chances.
Really?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but
Let me help.
the boy might prove useful. I won't put him in any more danger. The boy might prove... I don't need help right now.
Sure.
Are you azadi?
Mercurius for. Can I
I've
tempt you
never
with a
seen an
savoury
azadi
sandwich?
out in uniform in Old Town.
I've seen fireworks and even if... I'll have one of your sandwich.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Step right over. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed
I really have no idea. What was that again? I'm quite sure this is unimportant. I really have... fried bread.
bride flatbread coming... fried bread fed... Balance. Fried flatbread it is. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, good, you're...
Something
Didn't I
tied you
tell
over
you to
before
stand
tea.
still and not...
Have you changed your mind? Do you want my help now?
You might actually You want to help,
Yeah.
even if it's stink.
What do you think? You mean fire flowers? I know everything. My father makes...
Fine. Follow me.
Yes!
Sandwiches. I've got tasty sandwiches.
Something tied you over before tea.
Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
I've got eats from across the Northlands.
Ah, you're back. Did you want your sandwich or not?
I did. I do.
Now, meat. Today I have a cured elguan, pickle.
We sometimes had boiled elguin in Friar's Keep. It tasted like footwear. And no matter how, one bite from a fully grown saltwater snapjaw means a painful and prolonged death for the victim. Kitten? Kitten?
My apologies, that's Kit A, Carpaccio. A delicacy of the Rose Court.
Doggy.
Dogie. It's a bird. Tastes like chicken.
Ah. Yes, then... that, please.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and
Quickly,
a bit of
grab
that.
those ingredients.
You better be hungry.
Can
you
do.
better not be fed. Thief! Get away from there, you little bastard, or I'll call for the city watch.
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
So you've come back again. Should I even bother with your sandwich?
Please.
I perform my sandwiching over here. Not there, but right here.
I've got eats
Sunny
from across
side
the
gets cheese,
Northlands.
and the other one
From
gets
far
meat.
away
A
as a deer.
sandwich maker's craft is something feet. How about some fermented moon seeds with that?
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
Get the chemicals.
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well and don't swallow too soon. Also, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, a spoonful of vinegar should... If not, please...
Something tied you over before tea.
Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
How was that?
That was perfect.
You told me to.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal.
Here's the stuff.
said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Well, sort of. He made back sheet, said it might blow my fingers off or burn.
Fair enough.
First make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and...
Good. Now you need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I know is that it's powder that went psst when it was lit.
Salves, ointments.
All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom.
Always open, day and night.
And then the glowy balls on top until the tube is full.
Magical medicines your body needs.
That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out. For me? What's in it? It's not fish eggs, is it? Oh, I hate fish eggs. This is good. This is great. What is this? I don't care. It's awesome. Thank you. I haven't been this full since the last time Mum made me dinner.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh, man! I'll be careful. I promise. I can't wait to see how this one burns.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out. Come and
Hey,
get
what are you
me!
doing, child? That's magic. Magic's illegal. Come back here, you little shit. What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied? Alvane. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If
that?
you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
justify torture. I'll have to convince... You believe you have more to lose by speaking to me. You're wrong. You've been consorting with a magical, a Dolmari, a child. You know the punishment for even one of those crimes is execution. All three. They will make an example of you. They'll string you up in the tower square. They'll sever your genitals, gouge your eyes out, dip your feet in molten metal. They'll make you suffer unbearable agony. You will plead for death. And death will come. But slowly. Slowly. Tell me what you know, or the tower will learn of your crimes.
There will be a raid in the Magic Ghetto before the sun rises tomorrow. I'm not part of it. I haven't been in the meetings, I don't know the details. But they plan to root out the rebels and the collaborators hiding in Old Town. Some they'll exile to the islands. Others they'll kill. As punishment for siding with the resistance, as a warning to others. That's all I know. I swear to it on my mother's office.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But he has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. There's always a risk. Betray me, and the tower will know what you did. Even if they spare your life, I will find you, and I will make you pay.
Yes, yes! I swear on the first mountain. I won't speak a word of this. I'll give you all the information I come across, everything.
You'll return to this place every week to meet an agent of ours. Your guard will believe you still visit your girl.
Of course, Apostle. Thank you.
Shut up before I cut your tongue from your mouth. I'll release you now, but you'll stay here until your guard knocks on the door. We'll know the instant you break your oath. Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
But I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's a little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
and arouse more suspicion. Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility and action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then,
no one will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time.
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken azadi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman! I remember Mystery Woman! Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to talk?
When he understood his predicament, he was perfectly willing to spill his guts.
I don't know.
Seriously? I mean, I'd much rather trust Kian's source than mine.
What if this source of yours is playing you for a fool? What if it's bait, meant to draw us out and distract us?
No Azadi would commit a mortal crime in order to set a trap. His soul is damned to the shadow for eternity.
I think we should listen...
Maybe your information is trustworthy, Kian, but I'm not willing to bet our position in Old Town on it. We'll tell our people to be vigilant. If there is a raid, at least they'll be forewarned.
You're making a mistake.
We'll know soon enough, Azadi.
Where's the officer now?
I let him go. He might prove a valuable asset in the future.
Will he not simply go straight to his masters?
I have information that would lead to his execution, should his commanders learn the truth. He'll keep his silence.
But you let a child molester walk free. Was that because he's one of yours? And because the Dalmari girl is just another filthy magical? I won't soon forget this insult, Azadi.
For what it's worth, Kian, I think you did the right thing. I mean, He deserves punishment for what he did to the girl, but to have a source inside the tower? This could change everything.
It's time we headed back to the Enclave.
Don't worry. At least we have a potential spy in the tower. The mission wasn't a complete wash. And don't mind Liko. He thinks that unless someone gets tortured, the information is worthless. That says more about him than it does about you, to be honest.
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
Mira, do you have a second?
Depends. Are you done? I need those bots to go out tomorrow.
Almost done. I was wondering if I could leave a teensy bit early today.
Be kind. Rewind. Almost?
Mostly. I'm mostly done.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question like that?
One filled with expletives. But it's really important that
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never not important. You wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, would you, Kuchia? So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work I pay you to do?
It's my friend, Baruti. I haven't heard from him lately, and I'm worried about him.
And you can't just message the Banjot like a normal person?
I have. I did. He hasn't responded. I wanted to stop by the campaign office to see if he's there.
You know, there are ways of tracking an iris on the wire.
I want to do this the legal way, Mira. For once. Please.
Suit yourself, Jodu. You can abandon your responsibilities, but I will dock your pay.
I'd expect nothing less.
Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors. All right?
Yes. Fine. Sure.
Hey, Zoe. Since I'm not answering your call, I'm probably busy. I'll ring you back as soon as possible. There are things we need to discuss urgently.